How's it going, everyone? It is Reversal Trader King, where I catch bottoms and tops in the stock market. And today I want to talk about ticker Fisker. Where's it at? Right here. Obviously, it's at levels we never freaking heard of, right? You would never imagine. But I'm going to show you guys my system, where we're at now, because people are wanting an update. Because I made a video on this before at 314, and I was, pretty spot on where this would be and where we can get a rebound. And do keep in mind, these are not the actual, absolute bottoms, but these are reversal points and corrections and reversions to the mean where you can make lots of money, right? So just do keep that in mind. And before I go right into the system any further, I have a premium Discord of only $6 a month. It will be the cheapest you ever find. And the reason I do that is so any account can trade this system. I'm finding reversals. You get my exact trade alerts and setup video, and I'll put that in the YouTube comments below. So scroll down if you're interested. And if you want to keep watching, do stay tuned, because this strategy has worked consistently, amazingly with Fisker. And I'm going to show you exactly why. All right, so let me show you a little bit back testing and where I traded this. You have your three bands. You have your top band is your sell zone. Middle band is where price has to go back to. And then the bottom band is your buy zone. That is where you don't absolutely just get in, but you look for an area to buy and you wait for price to get there. And then the middle band is what I've been using the most, and that is where your time distance. How long does it take from middle band touches? Because it has to touch the middle band to complete its mission. If it doesn't, then the chart looks ridiculous, and the algos will always do that. So as you can see, every time price goes away from middle band, it is touching it, and we're looking for price to be away from the middle band for a longer period of times, right? This isn't a perfect example. You have a touch at 107, and then you have your next touch at 209. You look for around 1 month time frame of no touches. So when you had this long period, you would look for one to get price. This would be a perfect entry, but then it goes up a little, and you can re-add to this low right in here because you know it's going to touch that. So there's plenty of opportunities. You could have scalped it right in here, got in, and then wait for this touch right in here at 12.50, and it was at 9.68, making massive returns. And then you take your profit from there, because when it's at the middle band, no one knows where it's going to go from there. It could go down or up. If it's an uptrend, it'll stay above that middle band, right? And I was just showing you one, and then I'm going to show you in the recent data here. This was the longest touch it hasn't had, right in here at 10.17 and 12.29. 11.17, 12.17. That was a super long touch. And when I record, anything that hasn't touched in a 2 month time frame, I am buying the crap out of that stock, right? Because I know it's due for a touch. And then I want to look for, right in here is your low K values. I use this indicator to look for a specific price entry. The lower the K, the better. And right in here, you get and then more dark space. When the candle wicks, like you see in the last example, when the candle wicks are under this band, that is a low wick, and you can scalp it just like before. And then remember, there's usually a double touch at the lower band, and that's what we got there. And you can just accumulate, these shares, and then it goes right in there. But the good thing about this strategy is, since you know it's going to touch the lower band, you feel very safe accumulating all these shares in here for a move higher that went up, right in there. And this was honestly one of a trickier plays, but then it got a little easier once we had right in here. I traded it. Right in here was a nice little thing of no touch. You could have traded it there. And then this was a beautiful one because I remember earnings. It had earnings, and usually you have a run up. We had no touch of the middle band from 102, and guess where it touched? 228. So 102 to 202, 202 to 228, almost 2 month time frame. It will touch it. Over 2 months is just extremely rare. You will not see situations like this, over 2 months in like 2 weeks. Usually a month and some change is when it is where I'm looking at. So now let's look at the current price action. This is where I said there was a buy zone right in here. And I remember after hours, it went up drastically above 25 cents right on this candle here. So you could have got in at the low, around here at 15, 14 cents and made a nice little reversal on that. And then obviously, we're not touching the lower band. So I don't see the need, to even say this is in a buy signal. What I am liking is a little bit of time distance here. 229 and it's 321. I want to wait for a month of no middle band touch. So I want to see at the end of April, at the end of March. This video is made on March 21st. I want to see at the end of March, are we at the lower band? Like, I want to see price down here at the lower band and not up in here trying to touch the middle band. If it's still down in here, then you can start accumulating shares for a middle band touch. The reason why you want to be as accurate as possible is because the middle band will go down as price goes down. As you can see, this will fluctuate. But if you know it's going to touch within a 2-month time frame, that is a powerful tool to have. So you really want to honestly get really good price entries. And a lot of that time is like right in here, I'm going to show you examples. When we know there's a kind of a good buy, I will go to a lower time frame on the 15-minute or even the hour. 15-minute more practical. As you can see, I would want to make sure on the lower time frames, price is under this middle band. Lower time frames, price will hit it much faster because the daily takes longer to hit the middle band compared to a 15-minute. So as you can see, when price got close to this green band at 1161, we have a bullish move here to touch this middle band very fast. But what I want to see is price over here, down here with a low K and closer to that lower band, and we can get our entries right in here, and you still be in the gain if you did that because price is 13 cents. Right in here was a nice little entry, and you accumulate and it touches that. So as you can see, that is where you will get your solid entries, and then the 1 hour works the best, as you can see right in here, but I usually use 15 minutes. But since I'm a swing trader, I like to hold them. So I want to make sure that the daily goes near the lower band, and then I go to lower time frames to get a more accurate buy point. And then along with time distance. The only thing to keep in mind is, yes, I know everything about this, the news of Fisker, the bankruptcy, and the deals, and I am very surprised that this thing is only worth 13 cents right now. A lot of you people are probably, just amazed about it. And that's why you want to use this system. There's no bias. Like, I personally thought Fisker should be well over $1. Way up, right up in here should be well over. But this system is telling me exactly when to buy and exactly when to sell. There is no bias. There is no human, for me to say, oh, I think this and that because of the fundamentals. Ignore the fundamentals because those change all the time. As you can see, this company has been going down ever since. It might be good at one time, but then you have an earnings report that changes everything. And it's like, oh, it's not as good as you think. That's why I am not a fundamentalist player, because anything can change in the blink of a moment. I want to get price when they're way down here for a safer risk versus reward. And yes, there's no system that is perfect and that you can make guaranteed money. But with this system, with high quality stocks I have an over 95% win ratio. The only time I lost within a 6-month time frame in my Discord was on a penny stock. And it actually ended up going the day after I sold. So that's why I want to reiterate, it does work better on bigger cap stocks, but you want to know the system, and this system will make you confident because we're using time distance for gaps. We're using lower band touches. When it hits this lower band, it rebounds drastically every time it has done that. And then we're using lower time frames for those preciser entries. So there's a lot to learn, but I wanted to show you a general feel, how I feel about Fisker. No bias. I'm not trying to pump it. And I'm just telling you exactly how it is and how to trade something like this. Because a lot of people, are just going to tell you a bunch of baloney and what they think as their human mind, but they have no idea what's going behind the scenes on this company. And I'd rather be a trader than marry this trade, and just because this trade can make massive gains. As you can see, when it hit my daily band after hours, look at this 1 15-minute candle making you 50% returns. And like I said right in here, 15 cents, it was the buy zone, and it went well up that, and you could have easily doubled your money from 14, almost doubled it to, way up in here, you could have got it. And this was the bankruptcy news here on the 15-minute candle. It went down drastically. But that's why following a system with no bias and confidence, it works. And if you guys want to join, like I mentioned in the Discord, it is only $6, and you get all my alerts. You can do exactly how I've been doing it to be a successful trader for over 6 years. I'm always on the charts, always looking at things, and you can see When I buy, when I sell, you'll see the ticker, my entries, my exit plans, and then the most important too is you'll get my setup video. The best trend reversal strategy that talks about the time distance with the gaps, how to trade options, and then how to set up your videos on TradingView to look just like this to match my indicators. Because there's a lot going on, and there's a whole length video to discuss it because you got to customize it to how it is. And I talk a whole lot more into the KDJ, which I barely talked about. And a lot of this will explain it much better if you watch that video. Is all here. And all this is in the premium Discord for only $6 a month. And some of you might ask, why is it so cheap? Because I want people to be successful. We have over 1,000 members, and $6, any account can trade. It doesn't matter if the fees are over $100. Then you'd be like, I only have like $100 account. Doesn't matter. Any account can trade this. So I hope you guys do consider joining. It'll be into the YouTube comments down below in the description to find the link. And it'll say join the premium Discord for the best trades. And they are the best trades. And then also, if you want to give a like, subscribe, comment to me what your average is on Fisker, any type of engagement helps the algorithm, share to other retail traders that are looking to buy into Fisker or just trying to get a sense of this whole market, because the market is crazy. I've been doing this for so long, and I love reversals, and I love being a bottom catcher. But as you can see, if I started up in $6, I'd be adding on all these drops like I did way back in the day, and I'd be wondering, like, why does this keep dropping? It's because there's a system to detect where the algos want this to go. And when the price is way beyond ATR levels, right? And then you want to know what are algos going to do? They're going to paint this middle band as they have always done. And there's a time frame to do that, and I record everything like that. So I hope you guys do give it a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the Discord, and peace out.